Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records. And we are reviewing an album today. We are reviewing the brand new album by rock band Wilco. Their 13th album. Wilco, founded by Jeff Tweedy in 1994. Kind of based themselves out of Chicago. Great band, one of my favorite bands, and this is a very good album. This is, again, their 13th record. It came out on September 29th. It's the first record produced by somebody outside of the band since 2009's self-titled album, Wilco, the Wilco album. And it's produced by Kate LeBon, and it's a 42-minute album. If you know my channel, that's the perfect length of an album, 42 minutes. 10 songs. We're going to go by it track by track. I like this quite a bit. Jeff Tweedy, singer, guitar player, writes every song on this record. In fact, this thing kind of comes off almost as a solo album in the sense that it's so personal seeming. You know, I look at lyrics. I like lyrics. I love Tweedy's lyrics. I never feel like he's running in cliches. Boy, it sounds personal. Something's happened here with him. Let's go talk with Infinite Surprise. First song. It just builds and builds and builds in almost like an orchestral sense. There's no strings or anything, but there's ambient noise. Nels Cline on guitar, and just the whole band builds. You know, it's a strong enough opener. Not necessarily one of my favorite songs, but these next grouping of songs really, really ties this thing together. 10 Dead, piano composed, has a Beatles thing going on. So think of the song A Day in the Life, you know, which starts off, you know, I read the news today, oh boy. At the end of that, prior to where Paul McCartney comes in, you know, woke up, got out of bed, there's a devolving part. This song reminds me of that. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's a good thing. Really like 10 Dead. Levy is one of my favorite songs on this record. You know, he says, save me again. Make me lose you again. And then save me. So save me, lose me, save me again. You know, almost like the levee is a metaphor for like one of those ponds that you see, and they create a levee or a dam with this pond, and it's man-made, and there's some sort of artificial game that he's playing with a woman. Just a really cool problems, creating problems just so that you can solve the problem type of thing. Just genius. Evicted is the next song. Evicted was released a few weeks ago as kind of a single, if you will. It was on Spotify. You know, I can take a joke, but my clothes are all soaked. It's too late to be unclear. You know, it's just a cool song. It's got a Big Star thing. You know, I think Wilco is clearly one of their heroes is the band Big Star, and I hear that here. I like that a lot. Sunlight ends. You dance like the dust in the light when the sun comes in. You know, and you see the little rays of light, and you can see those little particles. It's pretty cool. It's pretty abstract, almost like an abstract nursery rhyme here, but innocent complexity. So he's giving you, you know, you could picture the song, you could hear the words, and you could visualize everything. And it seems simple, but there's a lot going on, and there's deeper meanings. There's deeper meanings on this record. A really good pot record. I've listened to this record 4 times. It's a really good pot record. A bowl and a pudding. Minute and a half worth of music before it even gets to the vocals. You know, not to keep comparing this to other bands. It's Wilco has their own sound. The dreaminess of Radiohead here, the dreaminess of some older school Wilco. You know, that's what they do. There's no guitar solos on this record. They have one of the greatest guitar players in rock history, Nels Cline, and he doesn't take a solo on this record, which is fine with me because it doesn't really need it. That's how good the music is here. That's how good just the vibe of this record. It's a vibey record with some almost like drum machines. I mean, there's very little just standard kit playing or standard guitar playing on this record. Very personal record. Cousin is the title track. You know, there's a clapping hand effect, you know, through the whole thing for the percussion. And I don't know if it's actual, you know, looping of claps or if it's a drum machine, but I like it a lot. Very unpredictable. A little bit more pop on the song Cousin. Check out that cover. A little bit more pop here, but you don't know where the next twist is going to come. That's what makes Wilco great. It's, yes, they have a formula in the sense that they always sound like themselves, but you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know, and they're a hard band. I've talked to friends about this. They're a hard band, I think, to like a lot. I mean, you either like Wilco a lot or you kind of don't. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't get into it." What? There's a lot beneath the surface in this band. You know, it's not going to. They have very few songs in recent years that immediately grab you. You know, you have to peel the onion back and peel back the layers to get to the piece of bubble gum inside. It's so good. Pittsburgh is next. Cousin's one of my favorite songs in the album. Pittsburgh's next. Acoustic opening again. A long intro again. Another minute and a half before you get the lyrics. But yet again, a ton underneath the surface. There's just... This is an album that you can live with and you can listen to over and over again and pick up new nuances. I think that's what great records do. Even though I liked it the first time I heard it. But I'm still learning about it. But then the next song might be my favorite, Soldier Child. Not only might it be my favorite song on the record, it's one of my favorite Wilco songs. You know, all the charminess that Jeff Tweedy brings. You know, he's just a great writer and a great lyricist. It's charming yet it's still dark and murky. So, you know, just when you think it's going to be a pop song that's kind of positive, they hit you with a minor key and take you into a little bit of a corridor where you're not exactly sure what's going to happen. But then he brings you out and you're walking in the sun. Soldier Child is incredible. I did look at the lyrics on this one, you know. It's deep, man. Meant to Be's the last song. Our love is meant to be. He's convincing himself. He's trying to convince whoever the person is and himself at the same time. This album never feels anything but authentic. I love this record. This is the new Wilco album. Cousin just came out 3 days ago on Friday. My rating system is simple. 5 is a classic. 4 is great. 3 is good. 2 is not good. 1 is a piece of junk. This is a 4.5. It's one of the highest rated albums that I've rated this year in 2023. Cousin by Wilco. 13th record. Awesome record. Check out my channel. We do shows every single day. Peace out. We'll see you.